it's clear to me, everything is clear, and another is all clear. So what can I see here? It's a clear or all clear?
Yes.
Clear or all clear? I don't hear the voices.
Clear.
Clear?
Clear.
Everyone?
Clear.
Okay.
As they say, it's clear as mud.
Huh?
Clear as mud.
Yeah.
In this case, the metaphor.
Yeah. Crystal clear. Okay, so the next, can you please pick up the next one? Okay, I'm going to skip some of this part, and actually this is, I would say, a very useful for any software organization. Or the more fast you can think here, or the more diverse you can think here, the better it is. Basically, one of the other reasons, let's say the market research is done correctly and we have the right needs in front of us. Now, still we see the, still we see that the innovation failure rate is high. Even after developing nice theories and doing it right, we see that these things are still failing. Now, the bottom line is execution. As a product manager, or maybe as a product manager, you're always worried about what features should I put in this software. Or like for more diverse things that even if, like say a Toyota product manager is there, then what color of seats should be? Okay, or what kind of accessories I'm going to put inside. Or even the phone, like iPhone is there. So like, will it be going to, can it have extra button here or not? Who is going to decide those factors? So there are the laws of human efficiency. Human beings always choose the most efficient thing. And human beings are the most sophisticated species on this planet. Even if we are holding this pen, we can judge the quality of this pen, the price of this pen by just holding it, by just seeing it. In short, we apply about 50 to 150 parameters to assess the quality of the product. Before buying, at the time of buying, and after buying. Only then we say that the user experience has been successful. Before, during, and after. So the key thing is to know those 50 to 150 parameters on which the customer is going to judge your product. If you don't know them, then you are again shooting in the dark. You have the right market, you have the right understanding of the needs. But if you don't understand what your customer wants, then it's again of no use. Customer has expressed his frustration, but he hasn't told you that this is what I need. Right? So, how do you discover? As the Steve Jobs said, it's not the responsibility of the customer to tell you what they need. It's your job to find it out. So, how you are going to come up with that kind of framework which helps you understand those parameters which are important for the customer. Okay, so this, there are about 20 pages. So I'll skip some of them, but all the theory is mentioned. So this will talk about this. So can you just flip over to the next page, please?
Page 2 of this you mentioned, US companies still find that 50 to 90% of their product and service initiatives are failure.
You have this question, yeah.
Collectively costing them more than.
Yeah.
Even US and UK and they are all dependent.
So, one of them I discussed, this Motorola Radium project for satellite phone. Okay, I'll just skip it. Like I have already talked about, that we don't know the customer's criteria of evaluation. That is one of the biggest reasons. And then the second is ambiguity in defining requirements. Often we may tell it to anyone, to the software development team, or maybe to the third-party vendor that, you know what, we need a beautiful interface. So this is not a requirement. Which color you need, what is the width exactly. So that is the exact, you know, requirement. Or maybe I need a responsive design. Okay. Then what should be the page loading time and how many pixels it should, you know, reduce to. So all of these things go into it when we are defining the requirements. Sometimes there could be just like too much ambiguity in understanding of the requirements. So that is one of the big reasons why the products fail.
So this is because of product education, lack of product education.
Not exactly education. I would say lack of understanding of the right process. Because you know, in all the organizations I have worked with, brainstorming is often considered the best method. And there is no research into the efficiency of the brainstorming. And what we do is that all the product managers and all the developers, they are in one room and then they discuss the ideas. And then they freeze on it, some of them, and then they measure the progress. And then they see how the customer is adapting to it. And after maybe few months, few ideas go off the board and few new insights come. That is how the work is done usually in the software company. So brainstorming is one of the ways. But again, sometimes it wastes time also, and sometimes it gives you the good results. Again, it's unfocused, and it is not a process oriented. So the idea here is not to just develop a process, but to understand what are the critical parameters on which the customer is going to evaluate your product. Okay, how do we discover that? Some of them we discovered, you know, the hidden frustrations in the previous one. So here we discover more about the parameters.
So just, sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
What do you feel is the most lightning factor, according to you, I mean, pressing issue, due to which Motorola has failed to, you know?
Yeah, because their phone did not work indoors. So they might be thinking that you know, all the people can come outdoors attending phone, but it was too inconvenient. One of the recent examples, there was one solar project in Rajasthan for 25 crores. So they invested the money, but they say that the output is so low. So the thing is that now they have to put additional manpower in order to clean the solar panels. It's Rajasthan. A lot of sandstorms are there, a lot of dust is there. So ultimately they had to close down the project because the cost of maintenance plus the infrastructure to maintain the infrastructure exceeded the amount of investment and amount of revenue which they were able to generate from the project. So just a simple oversight, I would say. It's always easy to connect the dots once the event has happened. But before that, what will fail the project is difficult. So the idea is to think like customer and think about all the factors which can.
Those parameters which you were talking
Right.
about.
Right. Again, I would say that there is no guarantee that the product will be successful. No one in this world can guarantee that. But thing is, you will increase the odds if you do that. That is what all we are looking for. Okay. So I'll quickly go to page 6. Customers buy products and services to help them get the job done. And customers use a set of metrics, performance measures to judge how well a job is getting done and how a product performs. Now if you talk about your touchscreen phone, the earlier touchscreen models had some lag. When you just swipe your finger across, the screen will take a little bit more time to just get adjusted to your touch. But today screens are more responsive. And probably 2 years into the past, you would say that, oh, the screen is slow, my phone is slow. But the thing is that the technology may not have advanced to that stage, which could match your expectations. So one of the metric which you were using as a customer, that how fast is the swipe happening? How fast I can see the screen move according to where I'm moving my finger, right? The responsiveness of the system, I would say. So that is one of the metrics. So no matter what your product or service is, you have to be very clear about the metrics. Sit with the customer, go with the customer, observe how they are using your product, observe their emotions, their faces, what kind of frustrations they are. Oh, that Hotmail, Yahoo were in existence before Gmail. What Gmail did? Two things initially: unlimited space. Sorry, one or 2 GB of space.
No, now it's 20 GB today.
Okay, maybe at that time.
Now it's 10 GB. It
And
was
now
in use
it's
yesterday.
10
Yeah,
GB.
10
Yeah.
GB.
So
You can send emails with attachments up to 10 GB.
Oh, okay.
That's what I read yesterday.
Great.
I read in the morning it was 20 GB because they've connected the Google Drive. So now you can send a single email for 20 GB.
My eyes are working, I think, 10 times.
Anyway, I still wonder that if those huge files exist, if they
I was thinking the other way, if someone is injecting a virus
Okay.
to a company, I mean, it would actually do such.
20 GB would only be photographs or videos that you send.
And all this.
सर हमारा सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोडक्ट है
20 GB का
7.5 GB का है
And you can email your product.
सर नॉट GB इट्स MB कैंसर सर MB 20 MB की बात हो रही है GB की बात नहीं हो रही है
Okay. So, once you identify the right kind of metrics, it's possible to systemize the innovation. That whatever you do to become better on those parameters will ultimately help you improve the product and may create a good disruption or good, I would say, minuscule improvement in your products. Okay. So, here, like, just go to page number, page number 10. Now just, I would, like once you go to your workplaces, if you could again apply this method. I know today's session is a little bit heavy, because it's like 2 different methods at the same time. It's difficult to digest. But maybe it's a limited time we have today, and everyone probably was not expecting that we might get some heavy dosage of session. So just to keep it a little bit lighter.
I think we'll all circulate this to all our TiE members.
Yeah.
Since you've given us a soft copy, and
Yeah.
they can detail it out. No problem.
Yeah. So okay, I think okay. First, go to page number 13. So we will just discuss this, and I will discuss one more slide, and then we can end it. So rest of it you can see there. So on page number 13. Now, once you identify the customer jobs, what are the parameters that are important for them, and what kind of jobs they want your product can do for them, right? You put them in 4 different quadrants. Like as mentioned here, new jobs, current jobs, existing customer, new customer. Now in quadrant 1, it's a device, product or service innovations that help customers get more jobs done, often ancillary or related jobs. And then device, product or service innovations that help new customers do a job that nobody is doing yet, no product exists. That's the actually best thing you could do for new customers. And for existing customers, it's device, product or service innovations that help customers get a job done better. Now you see that the Facebook, what it did was in quadrant 2. Nobody thought that the social networking could be that easy. Right? You can manage all your social connections in one place, and you can chat with your friends every day. Now with, I would say, simple invention or simple innovation of newsfeed, you can see all the things at one place. All the updates, relevant updates at one place. A very good innovation in saving time and efficiency of an individual. In Orkut, you had to go to each friend's profile to see that, but they made it better. They were not the pioneers of social networking, but yes, they made it much better than MySpace or Orkut. Okay, so that was it. They understood how they can increase the efficiency. Gmail increased the speed of like the loading time. Okay, yeah, and then similarly, I would say the other products which are number 1 or number 2 in their industry must have done something in quadrant 2. So we are able to identify why the products are successful, the basic reasons. Okay. Okay, I will, now again flip forward to this page number 16. Now here, I have done a brief analysis. Can you read it? Sorry for the small print. Okay. Now you could see that I have, the main thing is about outcomes. It always starts from increases or minimizes. You have to increase certain factor and you have to minimize certain factor. Okay, like minimize the friction, increase the velocity. So what I have done is I have identified a few points of Reddit bookshop. This analysis I did it in 2009. Okay, so it's still relevant today. So I have mentioned the quadrant, importance of this. Now this importance will come from the customer survey, or from the customers, okay, or from your Google Analytics data, or from the consensus. Okay, this opportunity, this importance score, and the satisfaction and the opportunity. Some columns are hidden here. The few columns list like what the factor is there. That there is one factor, and you have to grade yourself and your competitors on the same factor. Okay. So that will give us the score that how good are competitors doing on that particular score and how good you are doing on that particular score. And if you look on page 17, there is an opportunity graph, but the data is presented only to help you understand the process. For example, increase transparency of dispute resolution process. It has opportunity score of 16. And similarly, enable ordering books by SMS. It has an opportunity score of 18. Now, these are the golden areas where Reddit Bookshop should focus in order to become a market leader quickly. Now, in first set, we identified what are the market frustrations. In second set, we are identifying exact things which the market needs through this opportunity algorithm, through this importance and through this importance score, and comparing it with the competitors. Okay, so I think I'm done for today. So it's a little bit heavier session, heavy.
Our video group, so that is successful.
It's so-so.
I have a question about radio. If you were talking about the CEO radio.
Yeah. Yeah, I think one.
Yeah, he has a great reason, but why was
failure to execute.
Yeah.
Simple.
Suppose the leader failed, no one uses today.
Yeah, I would say failure to execute and internal politics. Mainly. Ajit Balakrishnan is one of the great visionary in India, and he is one of the best minds. But internal politics and fail to execute bring the rest.
Thank you, Amit. Thank you very much. And sorry we could have discussed it more, but I think we all can all connect and continue our conversation. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
These are all open for exchange of cards. And